most of the access to Eden is through the trust on a new point of view, because the old points of view have to be left behind. And so how do you get a new point of view? You begin to turn away from the historical records, and you begin to say, well, that was the way they did it in that day. It doesn't have to be the way we do it today. Whatever happened, happened. However, it created a lot of shame and blame because of the way that people would say, you have to do it this way or you have to do it that way. And so when you can let go of the past, you see, and when you can begin to overcome the tendency to want to do things a certain way, then you will begin to change the way the world works. So let me give you an example. You turn to yourself and you say, what was it about that today that I didn't like? What didn't I like about the way things went that day? And then you say, well, I didn't like this and I didn't like that. I didn't like the other. And then you say, what was it I did like about that? And you say, well, I like this, I like that, I like the other. And you say, how would I do it today if I didn't have to worry about doing what others tell me to do? How would I do it today if I could forget all the pain and shame and the blame that I held on to because I did blame others for the fact that I couldn't do what I wanted to do? How could I do it today? And then you'll just begin to say, well, what if this happened? What if this happened? What if that happened? And then you can allow it to matriculate, because the matriculation of the vibration is the trust on allowing it to extend to you its resurrection of the energy from a new point of view. So then you can look at it and say, well, that's interesting today. Does it match my desires for a happy heart? Or does it not match my desire for a happy heart? If it matches my desire for a happy heart, then maybe that's a start to a new experience, you see. And maybe the new experience will be very, very rewarding to me. But when it's over, it's over. And I will move on, because I can't hold on to the wind, you see. I can't hold on to the wind, and I can't recover those moments of pleasure because they're gone, you see. They're absolutely gone. And now I have to say, what did I like about that today? And what bothered me or annoyed me about it? And if nothing bothered you and nothing annoyed you, then you might say, well, I like the fact that I got to play in my own way, and nobody told me I couldn't do it that way. And then you might say, well, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to do it my own way, and nobody could tell me I can't play that way. And so then you begin to think about it, and you say, what would I like to do today? What would I really like to do today? And then you can do that. And afterwards you can say, did I like that today? Or was there something that I didn't like that bothered me? And so you continue to weave your reality from the experiences that you have had by taking what you liked and dropping what didn't work for you. And little by little, you will see that it becomes the tendency to play in that way and not in the old way. Because the old way was that you had to do what they told you to. And if you had a good experience, you kept trying to hold on to it. But you can't hold on to it because it's done, you see? And you have to keep moving forward because you are the energy of reality. And reality cannot exist in the past, you see. It can only take the past experiences and learn to use them to define the future, you see, and to refine the ideas that come to you about what you want to do. That's very interesting. I've been spending a little more time doing that, thinking in the morning, what do I want to eat, for instance? Not just eating the same old thing, but taking time to think about it. What do I want to eat? And if I have to wait a few hours to eat it, then that's fine, because I don't have the ingredients and I have to go get them or whatever, instead of just eating what's ever on hand. Just taking the time and saying, what do I really want to eat today? Without reference to um, what I'm supposed to eat or have to eat or what will harm me or what will do me good. I just say, well, what do I really want to eat today? And then I also can say, what do I really want to do today? So I can understand that.